The story of creation, the war of the gods. A long time ago, before existence of any human, in the wilderness of the universe, something of extreme importance was about to happen. The Earth that we know didn't exist. Just 6 planets prowled around the sky, and the big and powerful sun commanded them. Each planet was ruled by their god that enjoyed 5 natural elements control, but the moon was the only planet without powers, and each goddess represents the darkness. Someday the Sun King had the desire of sharing his powers with the god that won a war that he himself would propose, so he convened a meeting with all planets to decide if they would accept the idea. Andarus, controller of Earth, accepted with what the Sun King proposed. As Anibel, controller of Fauna and Flora. Magnus, controller of Fire. Dragon, controller of Air. And Aquarian, controller of water, accepted. Just Luna, goddess of moon, disagrees, because she was the most sensible and didn't agree with fights.
The war was locked. Each planet planned their strategy of battle, exploring the advantages that each one had on the other. The fire stands to fauna and flora. Fauna and flora stands to moon, that stands to the water, that stands to earth. The earth stands to the air, that stands to the fire, closing the loop.
The Fire's King Magnus, that was impatient, rude, and impulsive, started attacking Anibel planet, Fauna and Flora, ruled by a strong woman, temperamental, and with a dual personality whose powers remained until that moment unknown. Magnus prepared the attack. Almost Anibel was destroyed with just one attack of Magnus. She didn't know what happened and why she escaped from the attack, but she saw her sister Aquarian beside her. Aquarian was intelligent, bipolar, insensible, and selfish, but she loved her sister.
Magnus gave up Anibel and decided to attack Andarus, whose heart had the same qualities just like his element, the earth. He was without a feeling, with an impetuous heart, behind a brown body and infinable beauty. Andarus hit him back and gave a powerful attack that made Magnus stagger.
Now Dragon struggled against Aquarian that defended herself with agility. Aquarian struck him so hard that she destroyed a half of the Earth's planet and took Dragon with it. Dragon was destroyed, now remaining just 4. While Aquarian was fighting against Dragon, Magnus came back to attack Anibel, who was lacking defense and couldn't do nothing. Magnus attacked, but Anibel was saved by her sister. Aquarian defiantly decides to end with Magnus. They attacked with their deadly attacks at the same time, and a big steam cloud appeared. When it dissipated, in the battlefield, none god showed up. Magnus and Aquarian had joined Dragon. Now 3 gods had gone.
Anibel was scared. She knew that Andarus was stronger than her. Andarus, with a fast movement, involved her and her planet in an immense ball rock. Anibel thought she would die, but she lost her senses for a moment, and when she woke up, she saw her powerful beast scratching the rock ball. She didn't know what she had done, but it worked. So, the ball was destroyed, and her beast pounced on Andarus' neck. Anibel noticed the victorious feeling growing up inside her, and was so reliant that she didn't see the rock that Andarus shot against her, and both of them died. And it was that. They destroyed themselves, moved by ambition and greed, but none of the planets won, remaining just Lunia, who was the winner. From the 5 planets, just remained their pieces and the soul of the gods in each one. The pieces had joined and formed one planet, whose name now is Earth, with the 5 elements, and now we also have the moon, because Lunia was intelligent and got the sun's rays. Over the years, the soul of the gods made pacts. Aquarium joined to Erebel, promising care of the thirst of the plants and animals, while Aquarium was protected in lakes and rivers by the riparian created by Erebus and her beasts that kept the place.
Magnus was the only one that didn't want to do agreements, so he was punished by the sun to stay locked inside Earth without contact with the surface, and Andarus was the put in charge of keeping him inside, forming a layer of earth and rock around him. Magnus, after a long time, decided to join with Gregor, and now he can appear in surface just in presence of the air, the oxygen, but he can be out of the surface when Gregor wants. Magnus was too much strong to stay inside the earth by only one god, so Andarus asked Gregor to help him with their wind, but sometimes this agreement is broken and Gregor left Magnus pass for holes came by inside the earth. Lunia, the calm, serene, sensible and kindly girl, won the war, and she is bathed every night by sun's light, and so the years follow. Just the soul of one goddess isn't happy with the situation. Aquarium, the sorceress, that when she sees Lunia in the sky, makes eggs every night to steal the sun's rays that she shares with Lunia, moving seas and oceans to try to get closer, but it fails, because the time to complete the eggs is too short. But she keeps chasing the moon, trying to complete the eggs, but she can't. At least, she didn't.